Hello there, guys and gals, Michael Jackson fans. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing fine. You see, I got my Pearl Jr. Necklace on, and I'm waiting for somebody to pop up to make sure I'm on live. Oh, there you are. There you are. Welcome to Pearl Jr.'s live broadcast. Hey, hey. I can't sing. I don't know what made me do that. I didn't even plan it. I just felt the urge and felt a song coming through my soul. And I'm just so happy to be with you guys. So I hope you guys are all doing good and all doing great. You know, when you're on live, fidgeting, it's because it's like a mirror, right? It's like a mirror. So you're looking at yourself, right? So I got my red on, my red glasses. I even put on red lipstick for you guys. All right. So I hope everybody's having a great day today and safe and doing what we're supposed to be doing, washing our hands, social distancing, and wearing the doggone mask, okay? Because even in Europe, the cases of coronavirus have shot up in the last week, okay? We are back on, the curve is going up again. So everybody be diligent, because we all don't have doctors, as 14 doctors working on us like President Trump has, okay? And all his cronies, okay? Those are rich people, okay? Those are rich people, okay? Rich, well-connected people, okay? So anyway, there's a couple of pictures that I promised you guys, and I will show them to you now. I had told you guys that Paris was outside of my brother-in-law's office at a very opportune time. I think it was a time when somebody was arguing with me and saying that Paris didn't like me or something, and I guess to release this picture to say, yes, I do. It's cool. We're cool. And I hope we are cool. I hope we are cool. I think one thing Paris likes is somebody that's honest. Is honest, I think, because she thinks there's so many people that are BS that are around her because of who she's connected to, because of the Jackson name and all that she feels like she probably can't trust a lot of people. So when somebody is raw and honest, and I'm honest. Maybe she said she appreciated Papa Joe because he was honest and he was real and he was down, And, I got to sneeze. That's the first time I ever sneezed while I was on live. Wow. Sneeze. God bless you, Pearl. Gesundheit. Okay. So anyway, so at that time, so then she went and took a picture outside of my brother-in-law's law office. So here it is. So here she is outside. My brother anymore, but this is on Venice Beach. And this was about 5 or 6 years ago. And there's Paris right outside of his office right there. Okay, that's on Venice Beach. All right. So there's another Paris picture that I in the last live. I was talking about how Michael came in disguise at the Catherine versus AEG live trial, and I couldn't find the picture. And you know what? I forgot that Peter Michael Bobby is the one that posted it. Okay. I'm going to show you the picture, and then I'm going to explain to you that this looks like Paris from the back, okay, roller skating, and I think she was about 12 or 13 years old then, and maybe 12. I don't know how old she was, because I think, is she 21 yet? I think she's 21, 9 years ago. She probably was 13 or 14, 13. I don't know how old she was, but anyway, I don't know how old she was, okay? But this is the guy. I think she was 12, but the guy, this looks like the guy that I told you guys that came and saw me came to the Catherine versus AEG live trial. All right, here we go. Here's the picture. Supposed to be Paris right there. And that is Michael in disguise. And guess my buddy Peter Michael Bobby posted it, of course. MJ with Paris, okay? So, that is supposed to be Paris. But this is, for sure, the guy that came and saw me. You can tell that it's an old guy, because if not, he's kind of gross, doing that to a little girl. But, you know, so we believe that that's Michael. What's that? What kind of belt he got on? What is that? I don't know what that is. He got it. Oh, I guess it's to, that's weird. What is that? It's not to an oxygen thing. Nothing's in the nose. It's to the headphones? The hell is that? Colostomy bag? I don't know. I never even noticed that till right now. Okay, but anyway, this is the kind of like the guy. That's what he looked like. Okay, so anyway, so let me show you guys something else. Okay, I had released this before, and I did a diagram for you guys. I did, because I do these sometimes, you know. So anyway, he looks like Mr. Burns, Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons, right? There's a lot of Simpsons clues. First time on my channel, please subscribe. But just know you're 11 years behind on information. And the 11 years, an e-movie book behind, a live trilogy of Michael Jackson docs 1, 2, and 3. The first one was on Netflix for 2 years. Okay. Then a live 4, you're behind on that. And then you're behind on the short film, okay? And this one has the trial and triumph in it. The trial and triumph, before I get back to Mr. Burns. Guess what we're doing for True Talk? True Talk straight out of LA. We are, Cecil right now is in the process of preparing those to be released. Because I think I've only released 2 True Talk shows, and I believe we have 13. And this is all in real time. I recorded these shows during the trial and outside of the courtroom, right at the courthouse. So this is in real time. I would come out of the courtroom for that day and I would explain what happened. And you know, some of Cecil would be outside getting footage and all that, and I would be in the courtroom. So we're going to release those 13 episodes soon. He's working on it right now. He's transferring it out of one format into another format. And since these aired on television, they aired in the greater Los Angeles, metropolitan Los Angeles area, to 330,000 households times 3 people, which was about 1 million people had an opportunity. This was available to 1 million people, and that's how I got credentialed to be on the trial, because the first few episodes, 13 episodes, was me interviewing local activists in the black community that were talking about issues about black people. So because I had that show on the air, and Dr. Olafari Hutchinson asked me to go down and pass out some flyers for him at the Jackson trial, that's how I got credentialed. I got credentialed. It wasn't planned. I didn't plan this. So I'm not somebody who was chasing, even though I was a fan, and I always knew that I'd get to know Michael. I always knew it. Anyway, this is Charles Montgomery Burns, and he was with The Simpsons. And this is what he would look like in real life. Okay? And I even put, looks like the man I played hide and seek at the courthouse during the Kate versus AEG live trial that I believe was Michael Jackson in disguise. His name is Mr. Burns. Yep, because MJ got burned, he related to his name. Plus, I did a video about it. So this is Mr. Burns, okay, if he was a real person. And this is the same guy. Okay, that's the same face. So if Michael ever said to, I would say Rick Baker. I would say Rick Baker, but Rick Baker, the greatest disguise guy in living. Okay, and he said, make me look like Mr. Burns. Okay, then wink, wink, nod, nod, because of the burn. Okay, that would be what the mask looked like. Okay, except the one that came to see me had a little bit of hair. Okay. He had a little bit of hair, so I'm sure that Michael tells him, you know, make one with hair, or you can add hair, or you can't add hair, because I'm sure Michael probably paid him $1 million for probably 10 to. Michael would pay like that, especially if he liked you and he thought you were good. Plus, he can come back at any time, and you got to give him accessories to it sometimes, and hand gloves, okay, because you know, see the fingers. You get hand gloves, finger gloves, you know. But this is who came to see me. Okay, but he had hair. He had hair. So why did Peter Michael Bobby post this if he's not Michael? Peter Michael Bobby is overweight. This guy ain't overweight. This is not an overweight guy. Okay, this is not an overweight guy. Okay, so, and Michael could add a coloscopy bag or whatever you call it if he wanted to. Do it as a disguise. Okay, Michael could do anything he wants to do. Okay, and anything can be faked. We know anything can be fake because we watch movies all the time, right? We watch movies, right? Movies are fake. They're made up. You know, somebody writes the script, and somebody puts the right lighting, and somebody directs it, and somebody picks the set, and somebody picks the wardrobe, and somebody picks the casting. So anything can be done, okay? As the perfectionist that he is, he said that he wanted to be, so probably when he puts on characters, there's probably a whole story, a whole character description of who that person is. That's what I believe. And I believe Bobby Anderson is a decoy of Michael's, and Michael also probably has a duplicate mask that looks just like Bobby Anderson. That's why he looks different in certain pictures. He looks a little different, okay? So that's what I've come up with, because there's no other way that this guy would know that. And plus, Michael called me Peter Michael Bobby called me right after that day we played hide and seek later on, right? All right, so there's more to go with this, okay? So let me see. All right, so I told that story. Okay, I'm gonna tell another story about Jermaine. Twiggy, some of you guys know Twiggy. She is MJ HOAX Live, I think was her website, if I remember correctly. Well, Twiggy and I got to know each other. She's real cool. And one day, me and her friend Hazel, we met down the street from the Havenhurst house. And this was after the death announcement, but I think it was about a year after the death announcement. It wasn't that long. It was a long time ago, but I think it was like in 2010. And we met up at the Gelson's, which is on the corner, parking lot. And when we got there, Jermaine passed by in the white Range Rover, right? And we saw a white Range Rover, and it just stopped in the middle of the street. It just stopped. And we were like, oh my God. And I said to Twiggy and Hazel, I said, oh my God, I think that's Michael. I think that's Jermaine. I think that's Jermaine in that car, right? And then we saw it drive down the street, and it stopped right at Michael's Havenhurst house. And I think Jafar and Your Majesty jumped out. So we knew it was them because we saw it stopped, and we saw two little boys get out of the car, right? So I was like, wow, that was probably Michael. They probably said, oh, there's Pearl Jr., stop. You know, and they stopped in the middle of the street for about, I would say, a minute. And then they decided to go on. So anyway, so we decided we were going to leave. So we went and had lunch at a restaurant called Kabuki's on Ventura Boulevard. And we ate and we talked about it, and we did our Michaeling talk conversation and all that other stuff. Then within like a week, Jermaine goes to Kabuki's, the same restaurant we go to, posts pictures, and just in case I didn't recognize the inside of it, he took a picture right outside on the street. I got to find that picture. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. My archives are real funny, you know. And he took a picture right outside of Kabuki's to let us know. We know where you went after you left. We know. I was like, oh my God. So that was another one, right? And that was before Peter Michael Bobby had ever called me, okay? And speaking of restaurants, okay, this is another reason. There's a lot of reasons that I put in a live 3 and a live 4 about why I believe Peter Michael Bobby is really Michael Jackson. Lots of solid things, lots of just concrete things, but there's some things that I just tell every now and then, so I have another story to tell, and I think I've told this story before. All right, let me pull it up though. Let me pull it up. All right, so I had moved, okay? Many of you guys that know me know that I had a house. I remodeled it, and I sold it, and then I moved. into an apartment complex. And when I had moved, I told Peter Michael Bobby, I said, "You don't know where I live." He said, "Yes, I do." I said, "No, you don't. You don't know where I live," right? And so he just kind of giggled, right? So then 2 days later, Paris was not only in my city, but paparazzi caught her on my street too. What? So that was his way of going, I know where you are. I know the street that you're on, and I know the city that you live in. Okay? Because Paris, paparazzi caught her in my city on my street. And here it is right here. All right, so let's go to my history, my youtube.com history. So it's a lot of little things like that I know that Bobby's just a decoy. This is Michael. I know it. Okay, watch live 2 and 3 if you want to call me crazy. Watch my stuff. Judge me on my own merit. Okay? Read Pseudocide. Watch all 3 of the films. All 4, 5, 6 of my films on Michael. And watch at least 150 of my videos out of 500. Okay, at least. And then you'll know where I'm coming from. Then you still don't have it all because I can't remember to tell it all the time. All right. So, so that was him saying, I know where you live. Because he's funny, right? All right. So, anyway, so this is Paris.
With MailChimp's creative smarts.
And this was in the paparazzi. Let me get this. Let me turn. And this is, okay, let me turn this around. All right. I had moved in January, okay? And this is Paris with her first boyfriend, Chester. And they are on my street. And the restaurant they went to was on my street. And it was in my city. Okay? So, I just wanted to, say that, coincidence? What do you think? Got a billion coincidences. And what did Jermaine tell us when it first started? There's no such thing as coincidence, right? No such thing as coincidence. This is just 2 miles from my house. Okay? All right. So, these are just little things. And then I have more little stories that I just can't remember. But I was like, he used to blow my mind so much, because it was fun. I was fun to play with. So he's busy now. He ain't posting that much. And then when he does post, it's like, just more stuff. Nick Cannon. Okay, him and Nick get on their little kick. I studied more, you studied more, and I studied more, What did you learn? What did you learn? Okay, so they're into that stuff. All right, so we got that. Okay, I want to, Larry Nimmer, info. Larry Nimmer, who was hired by the courts, and I think it was Tom Snetton that hired him. Not Snetton, excuse me, Mesereau. Or Singer. Singer was the local attorney. Okay, there was Susan Yu, Tom Mesereau, and Robert Singer. I think his name was Robert. But Robert Singer was the lawyer from Santa Maria. Okay, Santa Barbara. So he was a local lawyer. So that's what he did. So somebody hired Larry Nimmer instead of taking the whole jury to Neverland. He was hired to go there and record Neverland and show it to the jurors. That's how I got to know Larry Nimmer, okay? And Larry Nimmer later did a documentary, something about Neverland. Well, anyway, and I know Larry Nimmer, and him and I have crossed paths plenty of times. He got a credential to cover the Wade and James and Dan Reed bull crappy stuff, okay? The judge is supposed to be making a decision on the James verdict next week. So hopefully we get some finalization of that. And you got to remember, these are on appeal. Okay, so when the judge is done, he's done. There's no more appeals. So something I think I read that something's supposed to go down with James Safechuck in that trial. But Larry Nimmer got his cameras in the courtroom as well as Dan Greed's cameras, okay? Because Dan Greed think he's going to do another documentary, which he's going to do. But they need to find some way to stop it, but I don't know how, unless Michael comes back and goes, bam, I ain't dead and I'm suing you for defamation, you know. So because Michael Joe Jackson is not dead. Michael Joe Jackson's name doesn't appear anywhere on any death documents anywhere. You know, a fan had sent me something. So go Larry. Let me see if I have something. Okay. A fan had, before I get to what a fan sent, a fan had asked me a question about Michael's social security number and what name is on the social security card. That's irrelevant to the death certificate. Those are two different departments, okay? Those are two different agencies. But Michael's kids don't collect social security. They're rich. They don't get social security. At least I don't think they do. You know, why would they? You know, when you're rich, why is the government giving you free money? You know, I don't even know if Michael ever paid into social security, because everybody doesn't have to. Because he's rich. Also, Michael's social security card has never been released, so we don't know what name's on the social security card, but I know it's Michael Joe Jackson. And you know how I know it's Michael Joe Jackson? Because Michael's copyrights are in the name of Michael Joe Jackson. That's how you get paid. Michael's BMI royalties of how he gets paid when the radio stations or whoever plays his music, and that's worth millions. All his records are, all his songs are under the name of Michael Joe Jackson. His $3 million bail's bond is under the name of Michael Joe Jackson. So that lets you know that his social security, because that's money, that's how you get paid, right? And we all know that when you go get paid, when you go to a job and it deals with money, you got to give them your social security number, right? So that's the name, and you have to give them a copy too. You got to give them a copy of it, right? So if all Michael's valuable the copyrights are in the name of Michael Joe Jackson, which you can look it up, go to the U.S. Copyright Office and look them up yourself. You got to remember, I tell you guys stuff. Look up yourself. You just have to be, we're going to talk about the difference between conspiracy theory and investigation in a minute too. And also how you get paid, right? People send me stuff like a diagram of who the family is, a family tree or something, third party. Those are not official identification. You go to the source when a source is available for you to go to, okay? And if you can't go to that source, then you go to something that's connected to that source. Like Michael's driver's licenses was in the FBI file. The copy of it was in Michael's FBI file. His name is Michael Joe Jackson. We got 2 or 3 driver's licenses with Michael Joe Jackson. We have his U.S. passports, copies, 2 or 3 of them with Michael Joe Jackson. We have his Korean visa, where you travel to Korea, Michael Joe Jackson. Okay? So these are official forms of identification. Michael's copyright is an official copyright that you got to get paid on. If somebody ever infiltrates your copyright, there's my name, here I am, okay? If you want to get paid through BMI, right, you got to use your real name. So we know that even without a copy, we have a copy of Elvis's social security card, but not Michael's, right? We don't have Michael's birth certificate. So what we do is we go to the DMV, because in order to get your driver's license, you got to present your driver's license, okay? So we look at something that's connected officially in order to get the official answer. Michael's name is Michael Joe Jackson. It matters. The Department of Public Health, states clearly that no AKAs, also known as, and no assumed names can be entered on the death record. And it has a period at the end. End of paragraph. Okay? Let me look that up. Let me show you guys again. Because I'm so sick of people wanting Michael dead so badly. They make up things. They fantasize things in their own head because they prefer him dead. They prefer him dead because they want to be right. So they rather have him, they got to be right, so that he's got to be dead. And I'm going to stick to it because I got to be right. Instead of going, yeah, that is weird. Let me look some more into it. Yeah, that is strange. Let me look some more into it. Okay, let me show you the Department Public Health. Okay, Department of Public Health. Department Public Health, okay. You know, and I got it from the handbook. I got the whole Department of Public Health handbook. Let me show you guys. Okay, I'm going to show you guys that I downloaded the whole book. Okay, I know I'm an investigator. I'm not a theorist. I'm not just bully you into. All right, so here we go. Okay, this is the handbook to the Department of Public Health. Okay, National Association County and City Health Officials. Okay, this is from 2017. Okay, this is from 2017. It's real long. Okay, it's real long. Okay, introduction. Okay, and the Department of Public Health is within this organization within the LA County. Okay, Department of Public Health. Okay. Okay, but it's long. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. Okay, lots of information. All right. So I have that user's handbook, but I'm going to show you guys here. I got to turn this around, and I'm going to show you guys. And you know, while I'm looking for this, guys, when there's something blurry that I put, or it breaks up, and I put it on YouTube, and it's all messed up, and it's not me that's making it messed up, or me that's cutting it. It is, you know, YouTube or didn't download it properly, or Facebook didn't make it downloadable properly. So that last video that I did, which was fun, Michael Joe Jackson the movie is .com, transfers right to michaeljackson.com. That is fun. Anyway, if you go back to that video on YouTube and it's bad quality, I put a link to the good quality because Facebook fixed it, so it's good quality. Okay, so I don't do this stuff on purpose. Okay, and I even went down to the Department of Public Health. Okay, I'm thorough. Okay, here's the picture I took in front of the Department of Public Health. The Los Angeles County Department of Health Services, Department of Public Health. I went down there, okay? I went down there and I talked to them about the wrong name being on the death certificate, and they said only a court order can change that. Okay? Only a court order can change the name on a death certificate, which makes sense, right? But why not? You, Catherine, Joe, you got his birth certificate, you can get it. You know, it's been 11 years, somebody. You know, nobody's bothered to change and fix Michael's name. Because it's all a scam. Okay, they even took down the monument in front of the Gary house. It was supposed to be back. It's been down for 3 years now. Okay, all right. So I even went down there and they told me if it's in the wrong name, you got to get a court order, and you have to have standing. I don't have standing. I'm not a family member. Okay, so I don't have standing to do it. All right. So let me go back. Okay, and then let me bring you guys right to the Department of Public Health, that exact spot. Okay, people think that I'm just making up stuff. You know what I mean? CDC. Oh yeah, here we go. I got them together. The CDC too. Center for Disease Control. Okay, both of them. Okay, here we go. Just want to show you guys this. I do my homework. I investigate. I am not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, this is the department, the CDC, Department of Disease Control. Okay, it says the funeral director will then enter the full first, last, middle, salutation, full legal name in item 1. Full legal name on the death certificate. See the word death certificate? Completing the death certificate. This is how they should be filled out. Full legal name. Okay, full. First, last, middle. And then here's the Department of Public Health. Okay, it says, this is for California. The name required on vital records is the name given at birth, or a name received through adoption, court-ordered name change, or naturalization. AKAs, also known as and assumed names, cannot be entered as for California courts. Let me see if I can find that. And it says that if you have the defendant's name wrong, your case can be thrown out and the verdict can be thrown out. That's why Tom Mesereau told me this personally, that sometime during the trial, that they figured out that his real name was Michael Joe Jackson, and they changed it. Okay, you just can't say a name don't matter and Joe and Joseph is the same name. No, it isn't. It's not the same thing. It's not, it's Joe. Okay, your name is your name, full legal name. All right. So I was looking for, what was I looking for? Oh my goodness. I lost my train of thought. I was looking for something. Oh man, what was I looking for? I'm getting old. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting old. Carrots are good for your eyesight. Okay, so eat carrots. So somebody tell me what I was just saying I was going to look for. Some kind of other legal document. Oh, full legal name. What was it, guys? What was it? Who's paying attention? There's 60 of you guys in there. Are we all getting old? Are we all getting old? Name. Oh gosh, what was it? Come on, guys. Come on. I know. Come on, 60 of you guys. Come on. Come on. Somebody's got to remember what it was that I said I was going to show. I'm the oldest. Okay, well, there's 60 of you guys. Come on. I just said that I was going to pull it up for you guys. Come on, Teresa Bruno. You remember what I said? Come on, Teresa's. The two Teresas. All right. But before, I'll just keep going and talk about the difference between investigation and conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory deals with somebody doing something illegally most often, okay? Faking your death is not against the law. It is not against the law, okay? Oh, the court name. The court name? The court name? What does that mean, the court name? The court name. The court name? What does that mean? I don't know that's not jarring my memory. So conspiracy. What we do is not a conspiracy theory. Michael Jackson faking his death is not a conspiracy theory. It has been an ongoing, in-depth investigation that leads to only one thing, which is Michael Jackson faked his death. Because nowhere on any death document does the name Michael Joe Jackson appear. Nowhere. Still no name on the grave. The alleged victim, alleged date in the 2005 trial. Okay. I was telling you guys about the FBI. You were talking about the name info during the court case. The name info. Well, we know that the verdict was Michael Joe Jackson. Anybody can look up the verdict. No, I'm thanking you, Teresa Gillum, but it was something else that I was saying that I was going to look for, and that's not, it's not helping me, and I appreciate you. I do. Let's see. You were saying you should have changed the name. You were saying they should have changed the name. Yeah, they should have changed Michael's name, and they could have changed Michael's name at any time, but they haven't. Okay, and that's because Michael Joe Jackson is not dead. Period. Plus, a whole bunch of other stuff that we have here. All right. You were saying they changed. What was I going to look up? I was going to look up something. I'm going to give it a few more seconds, and I'm just going to have to carry it on to the next one after I listen to it again, and then I carry it on to the next one. But we know that Michael Joe Jackson, oh gosh. Nope, nobody remembers. I was going to look up something, and I can't remember what I looked up because I did the Department of Public Health already. Okay, that you need to use the full real name. The name is not the full real name. We know that. And you can't just change the name because you want to change the name, right? His lawyer said that they can change his name. Yeah, they can change his name. They haven't. Okay, to prove something about the court rules or something. Oh, I know. California courts. Okay, let's see. California courts. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you. California courts. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's a screenshot right here. I found it. Okay, so anytime in the California courts, this is the rule. Okay, so we go directly to the source because they're public entities. We can go to the source, right? We don't have to guess. We're investigators. We're not theorists. We're investigators. All right, this is California courts. It says, when you fill out your claim, when you sue someone, you must have the exact name of the person or company you are suing. The defendant. Okay, 2005, Michael was the defendant. If you do not use the correct name, you may not be able to collect any money if you win. You need to put the defendant's name on the paper that you filed with the court. All right? So, hi, Matt. Hi, Angie. How are you guys? All right. So, that is from the Department of Consumer Affairs website. All right? So, there you have it. So what do you do when you can't get the direction? You look for the second best thing, which is official. Okay? Michael's name is Michael Joe Jackson. He never changed it to Michael Joseph Jackson. We know he didn't. Okay? He just used that name when he was playing games, when he had some kind of trickery going on. Okay? So we all know. So I'm hoping that when they registered Michael Joe Jackson, the movie, I'm hoping they're saying that they're going to tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, tell the truth, Michael. We all know the same old story. That's boring. Another biopic with everything that we already know. Come on, tell the truth. That is what is going to make your movie stand out in front of all other biopics, is the truth will finally come out. Tell the truth about it all, Michael. Tell the truth about what happened behind the scenes. Tell the truth about Debbie Rowe. Tell the truth about Lisa Marie. Tell the truth about everything, Michael. You know what I'm saying, what I'm leaving out. Tell the truth. Because that will set you free. The truth shall set you free. Okay, I understand why you had to do certain things that you had to do. I get it. At the time, it was, crisis management. Oh, we'll try this, we'll try that. Shawnee even said that she was going to be married. They were going to set her up to marry him. Okay, instead of Lisa Marie. And Lisa Marie got picked over her. Shawnee said because Lisa was white. I think it was because King of Rock and Roll, King of Pop. That's what I think. Okay, that's what I think made the decision. Okay, and then that's what I think. Okay, so anywhere from the California, that's the courts to the California. That's the rules to the California courts. Okay, so we know that they changed his name on purpose. Okay, so that if he was found guilty, he couldn't be thrown out in a technicality. Or if this case was used with the civil case, if there was going to be a civil case, this one was not the same person. It could be all thrown out, right? So they had to use his real name because they found out what his real name was during the trial. Michael Joe Jackson, no death documents. To this day, 11 and a half years later. Well, almost years later. Not one death document in the name of Michael Joe Jackson, and it matters. Okay, and I just proved that it mattered. All right. So, poor MJ was always being told what to do. That's right. That's right. Crisis management. Right. Exactly. It needs to be picked up from off the wall and up to the time he departed. What needs to be picked up from off the wall and up to the time he departed? I'm not sure I understand what that means, Karen. So if you can, thank you. I agree what to wear, what to eat, and what to say. That's true. That's true. If I didn't understand that. All right, guys. So, we are investigators, right? We are not people that assume. We're not people that don't show proof. We are investigators. This is an investigation. So if you ever hear somebody saying, oh, it's a conspiracy, it's an in-depth investigation and I got the receipts. I got your back. If you tell your people, I got your back. So remember, go to michaeljacksoninsider.com and order your DVD. I still have the Michael Jackson smell. Where is it? I still have the Black Orchid, the female version. I still put the smell in there. Okay, I still put it in there. Okay, I still give the butterflies. Okay, so order your copy if you haven't. And I will scroll through here real quick to see if there's anything, and then I got to go. I got things to do. Okay. Red is my color, you know. He is. You don't have to hope that he's alive and well, Beverly. You can know that he's alive and well. Watch my live docu-series. Watch them all. Okay. There is one thing that is my favorite, and I was going to save it till next time. You know what my favorite clue is? Besides the proof, evidence, and facts, right? There's clues. And you guys want to know what my favorite clue is? You want to know what my favorite clue is? And it's been my favorite clue for a long time. It's the World Weekly News stuff. Because those are clues, right? Let me see. Is this the World Weekly News? Yeah, let's go over World Weekly News. Because you guys got to watch. You want to know more about World Weekly News? And it's on the Michael album. And it's so good. It's World Weekly News is so good. Michael used a tabloid to give clues. Okay? Not that the tabloid is just printing whatever. I believe and I know that Michael, at least everything's leading to the point that these are clues left by Michael, right? So, in Alive 3, and I don't think I have an Alive trilogy, just watch the Alive trilogy, and then also Alive 4, right? But this is my favorite clue. Oh, and it has to do with Prisoner of Fame, right? Prisoner of Fame. Because you guys watched the 19-minute short film, and I wish I had money to finish the film. God, I wish I had money. Can somebody just put some money in my PayPal account? Can somebody just put money in my bank account? Or just send me an anonymous money order? Or send me an anonymous check? And I will finish the Prisoner of Fame movie. And I'll do it much better and way cheaper than it would take a movie studio, but then we got to have the distribution, right? Well, you know, but it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, Prisoner of Fame, right? There it is, Prisoner of Fame. You got to watch it. So World Weekly News. So I want to show you guys this, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, World Weekly News is a tabloid. Okay. I already went through the 1994, 1998, 2000, and June 20th, 2009, where it was Michael Jackson plans to fake his death. Michael Jackson plans to fake his death. And then we have Michael Jackson faked his death, right? On June 25th, they published that, right? On the day of the death announcement, they published Michael Jackson faked his own death. First it was plans. Then finally it was Michael Jackson faked his own death, right? On the day, right? Because you got to fulfill FCC. You got to do FCC rules, okay? So they had enough of an audience that Michael can do this, and they qualify for there to be a disclaimer that was put out there. That's why World Weekly News was used, okay? All right. So, this is a comment off of World Weekly News. Okay, this is a comment. June 26th at 2009 at 2:38. Okay, a.m. Right, 2:38 a.m. So it's not even. I guess the death announcement was at 2:26. So we're talking about 12 hours if it's Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so we're talking about 12 hours difference. 12 hours later. Okay. And hot off the press writes, a friend of mine who works for the fire department near UCLA, that's the medical center, has spoken to the paramedics who tried to save Jackson's life. Both paramedics have told him that the scene on arrival at the Star home had an unusual feel about it, that something seemed out of place. On examining the Star's collapsed body, it was clear that he had undergone recent surgery and didn't look like any of the photos the paramedics had seen. Both are uncertain that the person they took to UCLA was indeed the 50-year-old pop star. Okay, all right. How did all my investigation lead me here anyway? Okay? This until this year. I did not see this comment until this year. Okay? But the investigation, this is what I wrote, a near decades-long investigation came to the same conclusion as someone wrote less than 24 hours after Michael's brother Jermaine announced him dead. MJ's death hoax was planned, okay? This is what Prisoner of Fame is about, okay? Right? A body double. Michael didn't have recent plastic surgery. We know that. He went to Dr. Klein's and got Botox, fillings, not surgery, got fillings. You know, like they put a little here, put a little there, put a little filling in there so that your wrinkles don't show, and so that, you know, your wrinkles don't show, and they fluff you out, and they do certain things, and they take these lines out up here to make you look smoother and stuff. So Michael did not have recent plastic surgery. And why did the paramedics say it wasn't him? We know that because they went on the stand in the preliminary hearing and said he looked like an old cancer hospice patient who looked like he had been suffering a long illness. We saw Michael 12 hours earlier. Look at Earth Song. What if I live again? What if I die again? Listen to it. You guys missing so much. If you don't know, you better ask me. Because I got all the answers. I still, to this day, challenge anyone to prove to me that Michael Joe Jackson is dead. Okay, I put that challenge out there, and I'll keep putting that challenge out there, because there is goose egg proof that Michael Joe Jackson is dead. Nothing. Nothing. And everything leads to that being a body double. The mark on the chest, the autopsy photos. First, this one, Alive 2, I break down all three of the death photos, right? But in Alive 4, I kick those death photos out the park. They are fake. Fake, fake, fake. And Karen Faye, her description of the body, because she's supposed to have dressed it for 9 hours. How you gonna spend 9 hours with a dead body putting on one outfit? That's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. 9 hours? It's impossible. And I prove her wrong too. Okay? I take away one email and I break that down. She's lying. Okay? Lying. Because that dead body wasn't Michael's. It wasn't. Okay? That dead body was not Michael. And then the casket wasn't open. So you're going to spend 9 hours with a dead body with a duplicate outfit. Not with his real outfit, right? Just in case that one showed up. With a duplicate outfit, right? A duplicate outfit. And a casket nobody ever saw the casket open. I mean, come on. Michael faked his death. That's the bottom line. So now Michael Joe Jackson, the movie. Let's tell the truth, Michael. Tell the truth on everything, Michael. Set yourself free. Set your legacy free. Ignite a whole new interest in who you are. Okay? Because your fans are going to love you and understand why you did it anyway. Tell the truth about it all. Okay? And I know, True Talk is me coming out of the courtroom. And you guys know that if that courtroom, I'm going to tell, because I always tell you guys the truth all the time. All the time I tell you guys the truth. If I went in that courtroom and I saw that, and I believed that Michael was a pedophile, I would have told you. I'm here to tell you, because you can't have sex with children. You just can't. It's wrong. It's terrible. We're not pedophile sympathizers, Michael Jackson fans. We're not. We just know he's innocent. Just like the court of law proved he was innocent. 14 out of 14 counts on June 13, 2005. Okay? So, anyway, guys, I love you so much. And let's see if I have a question here real quick, and then I am going. I give the facts. I give 100% the truth. It's an investigation. This is not a theory. It's not a conspiracy. This is an investigation. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, red is my color, but I'm sweating because it is hot in California. You guys have no idea. 100 degrees, 90-some degrees, and it's October. Global warming. We need new leadership, straight up. And anybody who's sitting there thinking that they're going to trust Trump because Michael hung with Trump 20 years ago, 25 years ago, please miss me with that. Okay? Trump is a whole different person, or he's showing a whole different side. He's a horrible, 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 horrible president. He can't no longer catch the wave of Obama, right? He had to do something on his own to help protect America, and that was COVID, and he failed. Failed. You know it's bad, the leadership is bad, when kids can't even go to school. When kids you can't drop them off at a school for they can do their socializing, meet friends, develop relationships, learn how to interact with other people. You know the leadership needs to be changed when kids can't go to school. Damn. Don't understand it. Gosh. Trump is still acting a fool, saying the most outrageous, outlandish, stupid stuff. We gotta get him out. Everybody vote. If you don't know where your ballot is, go to where'smyballot.com, okay? And try to figure out where your ballot is, okay? Because we gotta vote this fool out, or we're all gonna be dead. Or family members are gonna be dead, okay? Or sick, or poor, or broke. And then the rich people are gonna have all control over us. They can pay us whatever they want. They can buy up all the houses, and we all gotta rent from 150 people. We cannot have that. We cannot have that. Okay. Didn't the autopsy? Oh, and then the autopsy say what? And don't say that in the autopsy. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, and I don't want to die in my sleep. Right? The song "Fall Again." Right? Exactly. Let's see. I don't see any questions here. Whatever. Okay. And there's so much more in here. Oh. Has Peter ever told you anything that you would take to your grave? Perhaps. Perhaps. I don't tell you guys everything. I can't tell you everything. It was a red mark on the chest. Okay. Okay. The cryonics. Exactly. It just all matches. The propofol. Everything matches. This whole theory it's not a theory. The theory of when the guy made the post on the 26th, the day 12 hours after the death announcement, that could have been a clue that could have led to a theory. But we're beyond theory. We've taken the theory and saw and thought research to see if there was any credibility to it, and now it's an investigation that pretty much hasn't concluded that Michael Jackson faked his death. Period. And the media don't want to tell. The mainstream media don't want to tell the world because they're highfalutin, high-paid journalists didn't figure it out. I did, the one that they laughed at, my little tiny little media company. But I was up in that 2005 trial with the same credentials they had. All right, so somebody said it's cold where you are. It's hot here. All right, so was Michael Jackson actually bald? I don't know. I mean, how would I know? I never, saw him, did his hair. I know he had bald spots. And yeah, that's a little weird too. You know what I mean? The hair being scattered and bald like that. That's a little weird too. Somebody does know the answer to that. No, they probably don't because those were wigs. Plop-on wigs. So they probably don't know what his hair was like either because he probably didn't want to tell anybody. And so he probably wore wigs for years instead of weaves or getting jerry curls or whatever, so that nobody would know. Somewhere in here. All right, guys, that's it. But that's my favorite, the World Weekly News. And there's more World Weekly News stuff in the Alive docuseries. Okay, guys? So, I will see you guys next time. Make sure you share. You pass on the word. go to my website. You guys can buy directly from PayPal. The links are on my website. If you're international, just give me and you want the DVD sent to you, just hit me up and I will give you a price, because for shipping internationally, which is expensive. That's why I say everybody watch on Vimeo or on Amazon or Amazon Prime. Okay? Anyway, I love you guys. Bye, Matt. Where's Angie? Hi, Angie. Hi, love you guys. Love all you guys. You guys are like my other family. All right. Talk to you later.